right, we are live. Hello, hello, and welcome. My name is Rosenthorn, and today we are going to play some Honkai Star Rail. Specifically, we are going to play the new story quest. So we are just going to jump right in, and any extra goodies that we get we'll put towards Acheron's banner to try and get her. Let me see where we're at. I have warped a few times. 5. Come on, 10. It's 25. 35. 45. 55. 56. So we're getting there-ish. So I will go ahead and jump right in with the story quest. I did level up Sparkle, so she's now good and gold on the team. I think I'm gonna go Luocha, Welt, Sparkle, Jingyuan. I think that's a good, solid team. Probably, hopefully, for this content. I haven't actually checked what the content needs. So we will go here. So where we left off, Robin was dead. So now we are gonna have to deal with that.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin.
How is that possible?
Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think the Galaxy Rangers were outsiders this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity.
What is she the emanator of?
Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
That's just one side of the story, my guy.
It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time. And I'm willing to wait.
Are you?
I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Everyone's got their own agenda.
Even you, huh?
Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. But you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express.
We're back with the colors.
I told you, I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls.
Oh, so they're trying to collect.
You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help.
What kind of
I have
help?
but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table.
Is death really happening though?
Truly
Is she actually
a once in
dead?
a blue moon opportunity.
I'm so
I've been
confused.
investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions, and that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
Fair enough. A decision like this is way above my
Don't
pay
worry,
grade.
just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact
Himiko?
details. If you come to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long, friend. I really am looking forward.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
Oop. I gotta not do Final Fantasy controls.
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet, but judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool.
Dragon.
And working with him definitely has its dangers. In Insofar as things are presently concerned, yes. But what about the long term? Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other question,
So do you play Star Rail Dragon?
I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape. Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is
Never played
shrouded
Honkai
in
myself.
mystery.
Okay.
I'm afraid no one is.
But you've
capable of
apparently
providing
watched
an
it
answer.
enough.
But without a doubt, she is the most special guest at this banquet. It's like a venture. Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span, in and of itself, that's very unusual. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated.
The thing that
and
confuses
weakening
me
the
about
family's
her
protections.
is I think she's
Or
voiced by the
everything has
same
been
person
planned
that
out and
voices
executed by someone.
the Ice Blade lady.
If someone has
And I
chosen
have
these
not
victims
seen
deliberately, first a smuggler,
the
then a family
same
celebrity,
voice actress for two
then
different
this
5-star
murderer's
characters before.
motives are worth thoroughly chewing over.
I've watched some character trailers for the release. Nice.
It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat. Come this way. It's a short walk.
Because if we look at this, right? I don't have her. Hold on.
Don't get lost.
If we look at her, she's voiced by, does it not tell us who she's voiced by? I swore that it would. Really? That's disappointing. But I think those two are voiced by the same person. Which I've never seen before. Gotta say. Alright, here we go. Ooh, that's a lot of... Oh wait, burb. Any burbs over here? I have to collect the birds. Because once I get all of them, I get a reward.
This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid.
You mean the actual
We
voice
all
actor?
walk through
Yeah.
this world casting shadows
Yeah,
of
like
different lengths.
the actual,
And
like,
ultimately, all we leave behind
in real
are
life
precious
voice actress.
memories.
I think the same one voices this character, the Memo Keeper Black Swan, and the Ice Blade lady. They sound identical to me,
Ah, hold on just a sec.
which I've never seen done before for 5-star characters. Normally you only get one 5-star per.
There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to
Actually,
join
you know what? I'm gonna look it up.
hopefully it can guide you on my behalf.
Hold on. What the game is up? Voice actress Black Swan. Are they actually different people? Huh. They are different people. Interesting. They sound so similar.
I also pay great attention to the ways of the world.
That's
Just
surprising.
think of this
They
as an
sound
apology
really
from
similar.
me for hiding something from you.
Now I'm gonna have to try and pick out the
Then,
vocal differences.
I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
So interesting. Rose. 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 Help. Rose. The Clocky statue. Okay.
A family rep. Is he...
This is another card. What are we gonna do
Look
with all these
okay.
cards? Hmm.
This is ridiculous.
That doesn't sound ethical. What? Is she working in the dream? Oh, I got a sticker. That's good.
So much has happened.
Oh, we're flashbacking.
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
What the heck?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
We're still alive. As are you. We still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
The Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy, until all
I can't
that
believe they
kindling
killed
is
off one of the
burned out
coolest
and
characters
leaves
before we
only
ever even really got to meet
ashes
them.
on the ground. Burning forms the entire life
I really
of a
wanted him
fire.
as like an unlockable character.
From the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn white hot. They're still young, and I don't blame them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring Purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have.
What?
Emanator.
Ooh.
You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this. Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that is
Dang it, I like this guy. Oh, he's so like cool. Don't kill him.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence.
No!
May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless stream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world.
What does she follow?
I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
Wait, what path is she?
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, Anything beyond that is unnecessary.
Why does that cadence sound familiar?
He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
That's dark.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing?
This is such a, like, info,
Is there
like...
anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Why is I red? Oh, this is so creepy.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Knew what?
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality.
That's so
For a
sad.
little light, and to burn, to keep on burning, until I turn to
Wait.
ash.
Is Sam Firefly? Cold, reality, little light, burning. Is Sam Firefly?
So, I
No, Sam's a dude, right?
envy you.
That's a dude voice. Voice
Is that
changer?
so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
What the heck? No. She died. No. What?
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan,
I am so confused.
but we never expected Miss Robin to.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly
What
there.
is going
They
on?
must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's
Whoa,
reasons
March
for
is actually
using
saying
Zephron
something
were
smart?
highly subtle. Can we believe him?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before
So
we
what are we
start,
saying?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills.
So basically we
and
trust
as
no
far as
one.
our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally.
Trust no one.
We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So, you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here. And I'm worried about getting
So
stabbed in the
inclusive.
back. He's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore. You're like a broken record. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine?
we'll collaborate. That's it?
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome.
I want to go... Hold on. Is it here? Here? I don't know where it was. Nope. Where did we take that picture with Firefly? I want to see if something triggers. Because we're talking way too much. Sam's talking way too much like Firefly. So she is dead. She's dead, right? I'm so confused. Maybe that's confirmation she's dead, but Sam's just talking a lot like...
It's hard for a wanderer to find
I
rest.
don't...
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open.
Hotel?
An attack on the hotel guests? Unlikely.
The family?
He's definitely going for the family. And it's just a matter of...
I don't think he's going for us.
I was also considering this possibility.
Aggron?
Aventurine has devoted considerable attention. I'm just speculating. He's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Ooh. All in to win.
Aventurine said something. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you. It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious.
He's bluffing.
Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile.
That would make sense.
However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air. You've met her many times now.
Oh, I don't like when the game does this. I hate this so much.
That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much.
They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
It's like being in a horror movie and having your mouth move without. I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up. But I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead.
I don't know that
She's
anybody's
still alive
dead.
and
I'm
well.
so confused.
Because aren't we supposed to be inside a... Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my
I am
head.
having a mental breakdown right now.
Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family, everyone's still having a great
Why?
time out there
Why?
on the streets.
Why?
Nobody knows what's happened. Aw, what a mess.
Then let's go get soda.
But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's...
Among our current clues, the 2 murders that he witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest
I've
starting
witnessed
here.
2 murders.
One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream,
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those, and we can link up again later.
Why do you want to be alone, Walt?
worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
And Himiko knows.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himiko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well.
What do they know?
Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch.
What do you know? Oh, he's grumpy.
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Oh! Wait, where did she come from? What the heck? What the heck?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express.
What the heck?
I believe you've met my colleagues.
Well,
Is there something about my name?
first, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
Is Acheron not her real
What are
name?
they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
How does she know? What the heck?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this king.
Oh my god.
So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is
Oh my
not
gosh. Oh my
a
gosh.
wise
Oh
move.
my gosh.
As a potential threat, you reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
I knew there was a reason I liked him as a character.
But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill Renee's final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
Oh my gosh.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is he okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
Oh, she's worried about me.
He's fine. Let's stick with the topic. Gaining my trust all depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In
I'm
the process,
so lost right
I
now.
gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may
Step
be
on
closely
me.
related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups, because the conversation coming up will last forever.
Oh my gosh. What is going on? Oh my gosh.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad.
What is going on?
And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist.
What is going on?
An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron.
How is she in
It's a
2
cinch.
places at once?
This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak.
That's not creepy at all.
The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me...
They apparently died.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one...
I
is
am
probably
agreeing
his
with you on
progeny.
this one, Dragon. I don't know what this is.
This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted.
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms.
This is like a bad trip.
Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have thou, on the path of destruction, feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened?
What the heck?
The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box
Yes.
fell into Acheron's
Hydrate, dragon,
hands,
hydrate.
and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way, it's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are you? Who are you?
It's...
Talking to her?
no. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me.
What?
I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
I'm so confused. Adventurine's POV. Oh.
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement.
What is going
Under the
on?
watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Abjin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Light. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy three eyes and gaze upon this child.
I'm so confused.
When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just...
I feel
for you
like
to
this
tell
is a
me,
memory.
does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me
I feel like this is
whether
baby
this life is
adventuring.
all just a fleeting dream. otherwise. Why would this child be born to face impending death?
This is dark.
Mommy! Mommy!
This is really dark.
Mommy! The rain! It's raining!
Raining? Raining.
It is raining! It's true! Those Outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home. Gaiathra Triclops. You came. Do you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. Darling, listen.
Okay, this is getting really, really depressing.
Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like you. May the goddess Gaiathra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey and your schemes forever concealed.
Is this like a trickster?
Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Okay, so not adventuring.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
What is going
Just
on?
as you guessed.
Dr. Ratio.
Nobody outside
Okay,
knows about
sure.
Robin's death.
Fine.
Now I
Good.
even
Cool.
face this conspiracy
Excellent.
theories.
Love that.
They're still
Why not?
streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die.
Wait, you tried to kill him? Oh, good.
Whenever there's any
Oh,
danger,
good.
I'm forced
Great.
awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. He must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene.
I am.
It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. What should we do?
Incredible, gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Robin is what she calls mute.
There's a bird.
She
Where are
has
we?
lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. But she died. right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness...
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting to break out...
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal.
I'm so lost.
To phrase it in a... But if you simply
You're
can't
dreaming.
control yourself and want to try... That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and... without any further ado, let's set off.
Oh my... Is that...
We're here.
Oh, we're still...
The Dewlight
There's
Pavilion
more birds.
is the Oak family's fortress, and a place...
Fortress? Oh, I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanica star system not long ago.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation,
I must
the
say,
likes of
I'm
ordinary
not a
dust
huge
would
fan
never
of how much
grace these
dialogue
grounds
this
in their
update is
lifetimes.
having.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on?
It
anyway?
feels like I'm like being
Who's to
forced to
say I
watch a
won't sell you
movie
out?
instead of actually playing a game.
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out
I mean, we haven't actually done
Follow me
anything
and I'll
except
bring
for
you
click
to
through
his
dialogue
power.
this entire stream.
Hold your
And we
tongue,
are literally
and let
over an
me
hour
deal
in.
with the members of the family.
Interesting. So we're in different... POVs. This is weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. There's a bird. Okay.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right. And as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, old.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Yep, that's Ratio. Insulting everyone.
A dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep on the previous occasion. An attendant named Kona had
Well, maybe we should do the same.
Well, I'm gonna start by taking this chest. Thanks.
A reward with no risk. I'll take it.
I mean, I like his animation. Oh, good. The confusion. Let's try this wall first. What's up this wall? Oh! 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 I am confusion. I am also confusion. I also don't like that they took Luocha out. I just realized that they took my healer. Those little...
Stay calm.
Oh. Oh, those. I had my team made. Oh, I am not happy.
Spend freely.
Follow my charge. Here is thunder.
Watch your head.
I guess you don't need a healer. Venturing's kind of doing the healing by shielding.
Hedge your bets.
Kind of.
Conflict is pitiless. Is that it?
I hit the mark.
You know nothing
I'm
of
so
the weight.
confused.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. There's no time to
The
lose.
dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Here is thunder.
Let's play for a while. Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Sure, I'll play along.
Let's do defense. Okay, I'm...
Show no mercy. Let's begin.
Hedge your bets. Watch your head.
I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy?
Don't wake up, my guy. Ah! Crud.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
This guy is tanky as heck. Why?
Follow my charge.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time for some hardship.
I am confused. And Sparkle is very much trying to be dead right now. Okay. Nothing else there. Honestly, everybody is kind of trying to be dead right now. Do I have healing items? I'm not doing that right now. I'm doing this. Thank you. Here. Okay, okay. You? Cool. I don't... Ooh. I like that there's something hiding in every direction. That's great. What if I just didn't? Do I not get a choice in this matter? Oh, dang it to heck and back. I gotta get this stupid... I'm assuming I can come back here. Oh my. Cool. I don't know if I can come back here. Cool. We'll just take the chest now.
Time for the master.
Okay, just turned into a Silvermane guard. That's fun.
Was that it?
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Here is thunder.
Feeling spiffy?
Okay, oh, there's two. So some kind of mirror thing?
Know nothing of the survive
Where it becomes something I fought before?
Sure, I'll play along.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
Did that hurt?
Interesting.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Interesting.
Time. Show no mercy.
Time for some hardship.
It's on me.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
Let's play for a while.
Okay. And there's this thing. I don't think I've fought that one.
Let's begin.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I like that even his
You know nothing of the survive or be
his
destroyed.
like
There is no
ultimate is a
choice.
gamble.
A foregone conclusion.
Conflict is pitiless.
Interesting. I keep using Final Fantasy controls, and it is not correct. Okay.
6 nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales.
But they're not in all different directions.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
Hey, we're not all facing different directions.
So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the...
What's triggering that? Is it that thing? Interesting. Okay. This is gonna take a while, I think, to go through and solve. So I think I'm gonna save this either for a different stream or for, offline. Alright. So yeah, I think I'm gonna save this one for a different time. Why are the cutscenes so... Yeah, I know. This, not normally with Star Rail. I don't normally see that. But this one, it felt like, I mean, we didn't spend that much time actually playing the game. And we've already been playing for... Well, I've already been playing for almost an hour and a half. Like, the majority of that was cutscenes. That was very strange. Darn, I was hoping to get Acheron. So. Instead... let's do... Oh yeah, I was gonna claim this because I hit 300, so we can get a character we don't have, which is Branya. Kind of wanted to have her. She's a good support. And then we'll do a couple more warps just for funsies to finish out stream. That was not a 5-star. We're just looking for a 5-star. Nope. Not a 5-star. Do we get it? Nope, that's not a 5-star. Another! Nope. 2 more. That's not one. It's so hard to tell at the beginning. So, like, I can't ever tell till it hits, like, there. Oh, Jinche. But I already had her fully C6'd, so yay. Alright. Well, we tried. Honestly, I will probably finish this stuff off stream. I have not had as much fun this go around because it's been a lot of cutscene, which is fine, but not what I particularly enjoy. So, alright. But with that, I think I'm gonna call stream here. We got Branya. Yay. I'll have to build her. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream here, and I will be back on Friday. And we'll be doing Final Fantasy again. So yeah, thanks for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And